Set the sails, no bounds we know, through seas where wild winds blow. From sunrise gold to twilight hue, the ocean beats a rhythm true. The mandolin hums as waves collide. Our hearts race fast where dreams abide. Charting maps the stars have drawn, we'll cruise until the night is gone. Ocean to ocean travel, let's lose control. Feel the salt, the freedom roll. Dancing tides, whisper true. Every mile's a world brand new. Shimmering lights paint the scene. Moonlit waters, a silver sheen. Endless blue, our path unrolled. Each trip a treasure of stories untold. Ports call out with colors so grand. Footsteps brush the soft, warm sand. Sip the breeze, taste the foam. Every deck feels just like home. Ocean to ocean travel, let's lose control. Feel the salt, the freedom roll. Dancing tides, whisper true. Every mile's a world brand new.
Well, good evening, good evening, good evening. Hope that you all are having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for coming in, and glad that you guys have been able to join us. Cindy, again, is working, but we are going to have a good time tonight, and hopefully everything's going well with you guys, and we will check in with everyone and see how you're doing. It has been crazy around here, absolutely crazy. So much stuff going on, been really busy with the travel agency. We've been doing a lot of bookings and everything, so it's been crazy there. Cindy's work's been crazy as usual. And of course, the announcement of our new grandbaby, which is very cool. And we are doing the, here at the house, at the end of the month, we are going to be doing the reveal, gender reveal. Thank you very much, Bruce. The gender reveal at the end of the month, and we are really excited about that. And what's really funny is our daughter Aubrey needed someone to do the reveal, and I volunteered. So I actually know what the gender is, and we will be announcing that at the end of the month. And so we're really excited about that, to being able to participate in that. We can't wait. So, but hope that you're all having a good evening, and let's go ahead and see who's in the chat. Then there are some things that we want to talk about. Oh, by the way, make sure you answer that poll, and that is one thing we're going to be talking about, is we're going to be talking about water slides. But if you would, answer the poll, and I am going to try. So many times when I do polls, I forget to close them out and everything. So if you could answer that poll, and the four response, do you go on water slides, and do you feel that they are safe, or are they safe? And the four options are: yes, they are absolutely safe; no, I don't like them; I do them, but only on land and not on the cruise ships. or I haven't done them yet, but I want to. So those are your 4 options. And again, I am going to try and close that out, or remember to close that out at the end of the show. But all right, well, let's check in and see who has joined us, and then we will be getting on to a few things. First one in the house is Chet and Robin. Say hey to Robin for us. If she's not there with you, Chet, welcome in. Glad you guys are here. And hey, I need to talk to you guys because we have a cruise at the end of October on the Carnival Relation going out of Jacksonville. We are actually going in a few days early and we're going to spend some time at Disney because we like to at least do it at least 7 days, and the cruise is only 5 days. So we're actually going in a few days early, and we're going to go spend some time at Disney. And I'm hoping that we're going to have a chance to meet up with you guys. So I got to give you a call on that, Chet. We're also going to try and meet up with Danny Dizzle, who is second in the house. She is actually going to be there at the same time that we are. So hopefully, Danny, we are going to try and meet up. But thank you guys for coming in. We got Lisa's Cruise Adventures is in the house. Welcome in, Lisa. Glad you're here. And Ron is in the house. Welcome in, Ron. And we are going to see them. They are going to be on the Carnival Elation the same time that we are, along with Kurt and Marcia from See Me Traveling. And Denise and Dwayne are going to be there from Bone Tired Travelers. And I know I'm going to forget somebody, and I probably already have. But there's going to be a lot of great friends on that cruise, and we are going to have such a great time. So we cannot wait to see you guys. And then we got Marjorie's in the house. Welcome in, Marjorie. Glad that you are here. And Marjorie's actually going to be on the NCL Encore for the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. So it will be good to see you there. Welcome in, Josh and Chastity. What's going on? We got to watch Josh and Chastity just for this show. Make sure you check them out. Check out their channel. They have a great channel. They're putting some really great content out of their Tesla. They just were on the seashore, had a great cruise. You know, we've only been on one MSC ship so far, which is World America. We have booked another one. What we saw with World America, we really enjoyed them. And I'm hoping that the others are the same. Josh and Chastity love MSC. I know Kurt and Marcia does. So we're excited. We really enjoy that. So great show, guys. Great show. And thanks for coming in. And we've got Will G is in the house. Hey, Will, how are you doing? I know we're going to see you on the ABCs. Are you going on the Carnival Elation? I can't remember, but I know you're going to be on the ABC's new group cruise with us next year. If you guys haven't booked that one yet, you need to get on that one. A lot of great people are going on that cruise. Josh and Chastity are going on. Kurt and Marcia, Ron, the Family Adventures, Denise and Dwayne from Bone Tired Travelers. There's a lot of people going on that cruise. So you definitely want to get on that cruise. We're going to have a lot of great time. So that's going to be a great one. And speaking of Denise, we've got Denise in the house. Welcome in, Denise. Glad you're here. Hopefully you are having a good evening. And Josh says nothing better than being a papa. Yes. Here's the thing. I wanted my nickname to be Big G, Grandpa. Big Grandpa, Big G. However, with the granddaughter we have right now, Leslie, I was Grandpa. And so now I'm just Grandpa, but it is great being a grandpa. Absolutely. It's just, if you're not a grandparent, wait till you hopefully get to be one. It is a fantastic time. And Cindy is Yaya. which is Greek for grandma. And so she's Yaya and I'm Grandpa. And we absolutely adore Leslie, and we are going to adore our new grandchild. I can't say he or she because it will give it away, even though I know it's really hard sometimes. And sometimes I get grilled a little bit. What is it? What is it? Can't tell you, but it is a great, great, great feeling. So thank you for popping in from work. Awesome. Have a safe time at work, and hopefully nothing bad happens. You have a good day at work. Kyle, welcome in. Kyle's Vlogs is in the house. Welcome in. Glad that you have been able to glad that you were able to join us this evening. Bruce, I hope you have twin grandbabies. Well, it's not. There's just one. Anyway, according to the report, when they did the ultrasound, they only found one, just a single. But she's very, very excited to have her first child. So we're all excited talking to her, and she's going. I think she's in I believe she's in week 14 or 15. So, and she's getting the baby bump and all that stuff. So it's very, very cool. Very cool. Let's see. And then it says, Bruce, maybe we can get Chet and Robin and you and Cindy and me and my parents together when we are down there. I hope so, Danny. That would be awesome. It would be a lot of fun. So that'd be great. So I hope that can happen. Hey, Gerald, welcome in. Glad you're here. Gerald's going to be on the ABC's New Group Cruise. Cannot wait. It's going to be a great, great time. So glad that you're able to join us this evening. And we've got Embarkation Nation. Is it Jennifer? Is it Andrew? Welcome in. Maybe it's both of y'all. Maybe Chloe's there with you too. Thank you so much for joining. It was great seeing you guys. A few weeks ago, they got married, and they went on the Alaskan cruise and was able to get married. We had the opportunity to be able to spend some time with them before they got on the cruise ship. And so thank you all for coming in. Glad that you were able to make it. All right, not going on the elation. Okay, cool. Well, we will see you on the ABC. So that's going to be awesome. Cannot wait. We are going to have a great time. We're working on putting some things together and everything. So it's going to be a great time. Up to 5 grandbabies now. Oh my goodness, that is awesome, Denise. Wow. Well, we've got 2, so I better get the kids going. We've got 3 more to catch up to you. We need 3 more, but we've got 2, or we'll have 2 come January. She's due in January, and we will just can't wait. Cannot wait. It's so amazing. It really is. It was amazing seeing you guys also. So, all right. Well, welcome. Again, welcome in, everybody. Glad you are here. Do you want to talk about some things? So we have the poll about water slides, and the reason for that, as probably everyone has seen it now, a few days ago, the Icon of the Seas, a brand new ship, only a year old. Their water slide broke, and this is their water slide is called the I can't remember the name of it, but it broke. It was on the Icon of the Seas, and a passenger actually got injured on the water slide, which is not good at all. Got sliced up, got some lacerations all the way from the legs up to the hands and everything. Got injured pretty bad. And so, and Royal's not really sure yet. They're still doing the investigation. They're not really sure what happened, whether it was malfunction, from the manufacturer or when it was being assembled or what really happened. But it's not a good thing for people to get injured on, but something like this that could have very well been prevented. It's not good at all. Again, they don't know what was the cause of it yet. They're still investigating, and but it does make them kind of in a bad light with this one instance. So hopefully they're able to find out what happened, and they'll be able to fix it so that this kind of stuff doesn't happen in the future. And one thing that I was wondering is, could it be a fact of, again, in installation, trying to get things? Did somebody cut corners, something like that? I don't really know. It looks like a piece of the glass or the clear area broke. There was actually a hole in it, so not necessarily could be an installation, but you never know. So hopefully they are able to get to the bottom of exactly what happened, and they are able to rectify it. The gentleman that was injured, though, is a couple of days after he got off the cruise ship, did get counsel and is suing Royal Caribbean for compensation. So the reports didn't say how much they are suing for, but they got a pretty good law office that has done this type of stuff before, and so we'll see what happens. But he is suing, so that's too bad that it's going down that route. But you've got to fix. You got to take care of your passengers and fix if something's going wrong. So, anyways, everything. As we know, a few weeks ago, Celebration Key opened up. We were supposed to go to Celebration Key in January, but we had to cancel our cruise because of the grandbaby coming, and Cindy wanted to make sure that we are home for the arrival of our new grandbaby. So we are not going to Celebration Key. I am still hoping, hope out of hope, that the Elation switches their itinerary and instead of going to Freeport, goes to Celebration Key. That's what I'm hoping for. The cruise just before us, which I have a client, Kathy Mills, is going the week before, plus she'll be on the one with us also. She's going to Celebration Key the week prior. I'm still hoping that they switch our itinerary and do Celebration Key rather than Freeport. So we shall see. You just never know. And then the other thing I was going to talk about is Disney Cruise Line, who has been, a staple in Australia along with Carnival, but they've been in Australia and New Zealand for quite some time. They are leaving Australia and New Zealand for other destinations, as Disney puts it. So they will no longer, Australia and New Zealand will, after the 2026 season, will not have a Disney ship there. Eventually they may change, but they are not going to be there as of now. And it's really sad. We have friends that are in Australia, and it seems like Australia really gets, the brunt of the litter, if you will, or the retreads, if you will. It'd be nice if they got a new ship out there, but they are losing Disney Cruise Lines. All right, let's check back in with the chat for a moment, and then we're going to talk about how do you choose what cruise to go on. So we'll talk about that for a little bit. So let me get back to where I was at. I thought I marked it. There we go. All right. So, hey, we got Marsha from See Me Traveling is in the house. Going to see you guys in a few weeks. Can't wait. Booked our hotel Booked our hotel and cannot wait. We're doing Disney a few days early, and then we will be in there on that Sunday. But cannot wait to see you guys and hang out with our buddies again from Virginia. We cannot wait to see you guys again. And Kurt is in the house. Welcome in, Kurt. Glad you're here, buddy. And hopefully you are having a wonderful, wonderful evening also, sir. Then Gerald says, I'm leaving on the Dream on the 23rd and going to Celebration. Going by to Celebration Key. That is awesome. I hope you enjoy it. I do want to go to Celebration Key, and hopefully we'll be able to, we'll look at some other itineraries and get something booked going to that island, because I do want to check it out. All right, so here is the question, and you guys can put your comments and everything in the chat. But how do you choose what cruise line, or what cruise rather, to go on? People choose cruises for all sorts of different reasons, and I've got a few here. And I've seen some postings and stuff about, people choosing a cruise to go on for different reasons. So what do you guys do when you're choosing a cruise? What are some of the criteria, or what do you do when it comes to choosing a cruise? There are things like loyalty. You are loyal to a brand, whether that's Royal Caribbean, Carnival Cruise Line, MSC, Norwegian, Princess, Holland, P&O. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And there are people that are loyal to that brand, and that's their main decision. That's why they get on that's why they cruise, and they are only going to cruise on those cruise lines. So maybe and they like to build up those loyalty points. Now, we know in the last few weeks, Carnival is changing how they're doing things. I think that other cruise lines are going to follow suit. I don't think that Carnival is going to be the last one to do it. I think that everyone is basing loyalty not so much on how often you cruise with them, but how much money you're spending with them is what it appears. That's where they consider it is more important when it comes to loyalty. So some people agree with that. Some people obviously don't. There's been a lot of controversy within social media about which is the better way to go. But loyalty is one thing why people cruise and why they choose what cruise to do. Could be the itinerary. We like going, whether it's going to the Western Caribbean, maybe you like to go to a certain port. So you make sure that whatever itinerary you're choosing, it at least has that one port on it. Or you're going to looking at new itineraries, and so you want to make sure you go, whether it's, for instance, Greenland. A lot of people are looking at the Greenland itineraries, even though they're not plentiful. They seem, when they go to Greenland, they seem to sell out pretty quick. Or maybe you like to do, like we're doing, the ABC Islands in April of next year. Maybe you like to do the ABC Islands. So you might choose an itinerary based upon that. Lots of different reasons why people choose their itinerary. But, that could be it. Always looking for a new itinerary also, which is what we're going. We've done the Western Caribbean itinerary a lot. So we're kind of burnt out because it's the same ports all the time. We love Cozumel. We absolutely love Cozumel. We go to Paradise. That's one of our favorite all-inclusive resorts to go to. So we love going to Paradise and Cozumel. And you have Grand Cayman, and you've got the Bahamas, Nassau, and Freeport, and different things like that. But we are really liking going towards the Eastern Caribbean, and we're looking at the Southern Caribbean. We've done Alaska. There's some Mexican Riviera. I know people that they do the Mexican Riviera 4 or 5 times a year because they love those ports. They love Mazatlan and Puerto Vallarta and Cabo San Lucas. So, but you know, the itinerary could be a lot of reasons that, yeah, it could be why you are choosing what cruise line to get or what cruise to pick. It could be an out of the ordinary type of itinerary, out of the ordinary type of cruise. You know, people, they were booking cruises to see the Northern Lights, or maybe an eclipse. There was the itinerary that was booking specifically so you could see the eclipse. There may be other reasons, but not normal cruises that you are picking out of there. So that's one reason that you may pick a cruise, is because it's not an ordinary type of itinerary. Maybe it's because of groups, and that can fall into a lot of categories within the groups, but maybe you're choosing one because of a group cruise, whether it's going with creators. You know, different creators have group cruises almost every year. So it could be that reason that you're choosing them. Or it could be for friends and family, having a family reunion, having a high school or college reunion. Those are out there. Lots of different groups. It could be Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, which is what we got going on in November. Why you're booking it. Lots of different reasons why you, because of groups, that you could book a group cruise, and book an itinerary and a cruise. So that could be one of the reasons. Another reason, like we're doing in October, is themed cruises. A Halloween cruise, a Christmas cruise, a St. Patrick's Day cruise. I actually saw one out there that was that. A Thanksgiving cruise, a 4th of July cruise. Maybe it's, there's lots of different themed cruises. There was a Friends cruise. There was a Taylor Swift group cruise. So there's lots of different themed cruises out there, and maybe that is why you pick a cruise, is because of a themed cruise. Maybe it's the ship in of itself. A lot of people are booking when a new ship comes out. I know that the Icon of the Seas, that one was really talked about a lot, and that one sold out fast. And but with Royal Caribbean, the largest ship in the world, the Icon of the Seas. So, it could be the ship. I know with Carnival, it was the Mardi Gras, which was a different style of ship for Carnival, a new design and everything. And so that is still that category of ship, whether it's the Mardi Gras, the Celebration, or the Jubilee. People are booking those ships. So that could be a reason. World America with MSC, that ship was beautiful. We were on the inaugural cruise for that one, and that is a beautiful ship, and a lot of people booked that one because it was the inaugural. So a lot of people book the inaugural cruises for the ship. So that could be a reason. And going back to loyalty, maybe it's just a cruise line, whether it's Carnival Cruise Line, Norwegian Cruise Line. A lot of people love Norwegian. MSC, a lot of people love MSC. I love MSC. Cindy loves MSC. We've only been on one so far, so I got to make that for sure known. But that is a reason to book. We love MSC. We're not doing a loyalty thing anymore. We did our first, I think it was our first 13, 14 cruises was on one cruise line, which was Carnival, because I wanted to hit that platinum status, and Cindy wanted to branch out a lot sooner. I asked her, let's just get to platinum with Carnival, and then we're going to branch out. And we did. As soon as I had the cruise booked that we were going to be platinum, we started booking other cruises too. Our first one being the NCL Breakaway. Great ship too. We enjoyed that. Oh my goodness, if you ever get to go on that, and it's not every ship, but I believe it's just the Breakaway class. They have the ice bar. The ice bar was so much fun on the Breakaway. Very cold. You wear this parka, you wear some gloves. Very, very cold. But we had a great time. We were on there with Chet and Robin from Sea Lake Journeys, Tom and Terry from TNT Adventures at Sea, some other great friends. And we had a great time on that ship. But Sea Lake Journeys and Cindy and I went to the ice bar, and we had such a great time. And if you check our video, we have a video of it, and we had a great time. So make sure you check that out. It was so much fun. So much fun. All right, before we move on, let me go back to chat. I just want to see what people are saying, see if anyone else popped in, and then we'll get back to, I've got like 4 more to do, and then we're going to talk about something else also. But let me check in here. Hey, we got Randy Scrow's Nest is in the house. Welcome in, right? So glad you are here, that you were able to come in, and so glad that you were able to make it. So welcome in. And there we go. My chat just jumped. So, and Will says we'll be back to Celebration Key December 30th. Very, very cool. Like I said, we do want to go to Celebration Key. We love the private islands. We really enjoyed Half Moon Cay, and so, or Half Moon Cay, however you want to pronounce it. So we do definitely want to check that. I had a great time at Great Stirrup Cay. We're going to Harvest Cay this time with NCL in November, but we love the private islands. We absolutely love them. So, let's see. Randy says we base it on destination and length of the cruise, and that yeah, that's, most of the time we do 7 days, but we do shorter ones. We're doing a shorter one in October. That one is more of cruising with some friends and everything. But another thing that we base it on, well, it's one of my things down here, so we'll get to that. But absolutely, that is one of those things that a lot of people base it upon: destination, itinerary, and the length of the cruise. Absolutely. Hey, Scott, Chris and Liz. I was thinking controversial cruising, but Chris and Liz, welcome in. Glad you were able to make it. Glad to see you guys, and hopefully you are having a wonderful evening and everything's going good. Speaking of controversial cruising, I know I saw his name. So, hey, Scott, welcome in. Glad you are here, sir, and hopefully you are having a wonderful evening also. As our sun is going down, but hopefully you're having a good evening. And then Ron says, we love the Halloween cruise, and being able to cruise with friends make it even better. Absolutely. I agree with that 110%, 150%. Absolutely agree with that. Our very first Halloween cruise was a short cruise. It was a 3-day cruise out of California. We did, we did Ensenada and Catalina Island. And we had a fun time. Don't get me wrong. We had an absolutely fun time. Our cruise director was awesome. She did a great job. There was some other people on there that we've met through the YouTube atmosphere. But it was just Cindy and we had a great time. But then we did the Booze Cruise, which was our second Halloween cruise. And it was a lot more fun with the people that we cruised. And we had so many great people on that cruise that we cruised with. And so it was a fun time. So absolutely, I agree with you there, Ron, that we love the Halloween cruises, but cruising with some great friends makes it even better. Absolutely. And then Jennifer Fernandez says, same, we are not doing a loyalty anymore either. Yeah, there's too many great cruise lines and cruise ships to try to, that we want to branch out. We're looking at doing some river cruises, and we want to go on Viking and some of the other ones and do river cruises and stuff. So we're not just, we don't have that low. We'll always cruise with Carnival, but we're going to cruise other cruise lines also. That's trying different things. I think is really more important for our channel, for our travel business, so we can direct our clients. But just for us enjoying new things. So we definitely are not just doing the loyalty thing anymore. We might be addicted to Carnival. Just saying, absolutely. That yes, I believe that you guys might just be a little addicted to Carnival, but it's all right. It's okay to have that loyalty. Don't get me wrong. It's that, and we have other friends that they are absolutely loyal to one cruise line or another. We're just not going to do that. For us, we just want to branch out and try other cruise lines, and we're finding other things that we are liking with those cruise lines also. So no problem. Sounds so nice right now. Let's see. Hey, Mike, Clockbound Adventures. Welcome in, sir. Hopefully you are having a wonderful evening and everything is going well with you. Thank you for coming in. Glad that you were able to make it in this evening. And I need to give you a holler also, buddy. So I'll try and give you a call maybe tomorrow. Add Bruce to the list. The list, what list would that be? Did I miss something up here? Add Bruce to the list. What list are we talking about there, Chris and Liz? Add Bruce to the list. Well, okay, I must have missed a comment somewhere up above. So fill me in. What are we talking about? Scott, did you hear what Bruce just did? Okay. What did I just do? He messed us up. Oh, yes, I did. Sorry about that. Hey, Cruising Koozies, how are you doing? Glad that you were able to make it. Hello, going to listen in on the way home from the restaurant. Awesome. Hopefully you had some fantastic food. Hopefully you had some great eats. Let's see here. Everyone's saying hey to everybody, which is awesome. All right. So we just got a few more. And this one, actually, I mentioned it in the groups, but friends and family, that may be what, and here's the thing. If you have friends and family going, and if you have at least 5 cabins, you can actually book a group cruise with NCL and get those some perks that go along with that. If you have enough friends and family that you book at least 8 cabins, you can do a group with Carnival, a group with Royal, a group with MSC, and get some of those perks. So think about that when you're booking. If you have enough friends and family, maybe you're doing a family reunion or just getting a bunch of friends together. If you have at least 5 cabins for NCL or 8 for a Carnival or Royal, MSC, and some of the other ones, you can get some perks by booking it as a group cruise. Plus, depending on when you book it, there is some savings in that also. So that is something to think about, and we definitely can help you with that. Let's see here. Hey, Antoinette, welcome in. Glad that you are here. And hopefully you're having a wonderful evening, friend, and everything is going good with you. Maybe you book a cruise because of the crew. I know that some people book multiple times on a ship because they know a cruise director's on them, or maybe they know their favorite bartender or wait staff or one of the room stewards. Maybe they know they're on the ship, and so they book it multiple times so that they can cruise with that crew member. That happens a lot, I know, especially with cruise directors. People will specifically book a ship that a cruise director is on to cruise with that cruise director. So maybe that's why you do it. One of the big ones is cost. Maybe you're booking just because of the cost. You know, people get great deals, casino deals, other type of deals attached to their loyalty to their loyalty number, whether it's the VIP number or the Crown and Anchor number. Um, uh, the Trying to think what NCO calls theirs. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but maybe it's based upon your loyalty number to you get these different deals. So maybe you are booking because of the cost of the cruise. You can get some really great deals. So that maybe that's why you are booking the cruise. And the very last one, and this one is kind of interesting because I saw a post where people actually do this one, and that is they book a cruise based upon the recommendation, or they know that, and I don't like the word influencer, but influencer or content creator recommended a cruise, or they're going to be on a cruise ship, but more recommending a cruise ship. People have booked it based upon the recommendation from that content creator. And so, and I thought that was really interesting. I've used other content creators for information, you know, if we are looking at a ship, but we still will base our final decision based upon our own uh, uh, research. But some people do book just based upon what a content creator has recommended. So I thought that was very interesting. So those are some of the rates. Maybe you have a different one of why you book a group cruise. So yes, Cruising Cruises is going to be on the ABC's group cruise also. Cannot wait. That is correct. So we can't wait to see you guys on the ABC's NU group cruise. We cannot wait. What Bruce just said, do. I did. Okay, do. Yeah. Didn't even realize I said that. All right. So those are, you know, a lot of the reasons that I ran across of why people book a cruise, but maybe there's something else, a different reason why you book a certain ship or a certain cruise line or cruise. So you can put that in the chat. Now here's one, and this one can actually get pretty, you know, a lot of contention sometimes, but I am curious, and I already know what one is going to say. Actually, probably a couple in the chat, I know what you're going to say. But do you have a favorite cruise line that you look to book before doing anything else? You know, whether it's Carnival, whether it's Royal, whether it's NCL, MSC, Princess. There's lots of different great cruise lines out there. Do you have a favorite cruise line that you book before anybody else, that you look at for anybody else? And maybe you book them because of the deals that you get with them. That could be the reason also. But it'd be interesting to see, you know, if you have a favorite cruise line and why, and then why is it your favorite cruise line? You know, a lot of people say Carnival is my favorite cruise line or Royal is my favorite cruise line. But why? What specifically? Um, why do you have that cruise line as your favorite cruise line? You know, we really enjoyed Carnival. Carnival has great sail away parties. They are a lot of fun. I've never really had a bad experience. We were disappointed with their buffet on the Panorama when we did that ship, but I've never really had a bad experience with food on Carnival. Their entertainment, some of it's been really good. Some of it they needed some work and stuff, but we really enjoyed it. MSC, we've only done one, which was World America. The food was outstanding on that ship. The pizza was really, really good. I really like Carnival's pizza. I'm going to tell you what, MSC's pizza was better than Carnival's. It really was. It was delicious. Really really enjoyed their pizza. So, you know, but we don't, and I'm going to say, I don't know that we have a favorite cruise line. We really enjoy them all. To be honest with you, what we've been on so far. I can find, you know, things that can be improved on all of them. You know, there were some things, you know, with MSC World America. It was a inaugural cruise, so there were definitely some things that could be fixed, and I'm sure they're working on that. There's not a perfect cruise line out there. There's not a perfect cruise ship out there. There are things that can always be fixed, but we have never had really a bad cruise. So we've really enjoyed them all. And we are enjoying, you know, continue enjoying to explore even other cruise lines also. So, yeah, we don't, I don't know that we have a favorite cruise line. We really enjoy each one for different reasons. And I think we will leave it with that because we've really, you know, we've enjoyed them all. Chris Lett says, we started with Carnival in 1999 for our honeymoon. That is awesome, and stayed ever since because we like the vibe. We tried a couple other lines and just weren't as impressed with the crew. Yeah, that can be, you know, crew can be a great and a big reason. And I know room steward wise, I don't think we've had better room stewards than with Carnival. With what we've done so far, we never saw our room steward once on MSC World America. I know other ones did, you know, and it could be that we got up and we weren't in our cabin very often, but we're so used to with Carnival of them making sure that they that they introduce themselves to us and all that, and we didn't have that on there. I know that other people did though. So, you know, everyone might have a different experience, but we really enjoyed Carnival's crew. We really did. Outside of that, rest of the, you know, that we didn't, not that our room service was bad because our room was clean every time. There was no major issues at all. We just never saw them, but that's fine. Other than that, the rest of the crew, you know, everybody was fantastic, friendly, and, you know, really helped out with any questions you had. It seemed like there was a couple times that we had to go to guest services, and it actually went pretty quick. So that was awesome. We did. We had great crew on NCL on the breakaway that we did, and so we're really excited to see the encore to give it a second chance, just to make sure. You know, we want to at least do a cruise line 2 or 3 times for us to really be able to say, yep, they are they are what we like, and so we'll continue cruising with them. But what we've seen so far, we've liked them all. So I can't say that we've had a bad cruise. So and I'm thankful for that, because I know some other people have had bad experiences on their cruises. So I'm thankful that we haven't had a bad experience. Hey Ross, welcome in, buddy. Glad you were able to make it in. Hopefully you and Donna are having a wonderful evening. We're going to get to see Ross on the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, and cannot wait. It is going to be a lot of fun. Cannot wait. We would be open to others, but the casino deals we get now are hard to beat. Absolutely. I don't think that from what I've seen, the deals that Carnival gives for their casino deals, it's really hard to beat for the clients that I've booked that's had casino deals. Those are real hard to beat. Absolutely. So I can completely see that. Absolutely. They do put out some great deals. Sorry, was late meeting with Pet. Oh, no problem. Never late, Ross. I'm just glad that you were able to make it in. So just have a blessed night, everyone. We are calling in. Well, thank you so much for coming in, guys. We can't wait to see you guys on the ABCs group cruise. Thank you so much for coming in. Hope that you guys have a wonderful evening, and we will see you hopefully next week. I'm gonna try. It's really touch and go right now with what my schedule's going, and I've been having to do some late calls with the travel agency and stuff. So it just depends on what's going on that day. But I'm trying to go live next week, so we'll see. So make sure you guys hit the little bell so you get notified when we're going live, because I will set it up if I just have to look at my schedule and everything. So hopefully we'll be able to. Let's see. Checking in. Ross says, I wasn't a fan of Carnival, but it was the Paradise. Nothing specific. It was just the vibe. We'll try again, different ship. Yeah, on the Paradise being an older ship, that could be part of it also. So I definitely try them again. Like I said, I would do every cruise line that we do. We're going to try 2 or 3 times before we decide, I don't think we're going to do that one again. So definitely, Ross, get on a newer ship. Maybe you could join us on the ABCs, but definitely get on a different ship, maybe a newer ship, and you might see us by it. That it can be a little bit better. So definitely give it another shot. Hey, Tom and Terry, welcoming. Glad you guys are here. Breakaway had the best group ever. We had a great group on the Breakaway, absolutely, and we had so much fun hanging out with you guys, hanging out with Chet and Robin and everyone else that was that joined us on that cruise. We had a great time. Absolutely, and that one showed a positive light for NCL. Definitely, that we are definitely going to do them again. That's for sure. And Carnival Cruise X says, yeah, Paradise is not a good example. They're not, because some of the newer ships, we're doing the Horizon next April, and then we will have done the whole Vista class, and we love the Vista class. We've been on the Dream, we've been on even the Spirit class, we've been on the Spirit Miracle, and those are great ships. So yeah, definitely don't base Carnival on the Paradise. That is for sure. Hey, Mr. Paul, welcome in, sir. Glad that you were able to make it. Hopefully you are having a wonderful evening. You and Meg. Say hey to Meg, and hopefully you all are having a good evening. Everything's going well with you. Checking down here. Bucket list is the Prima and Aqua, then an Excel class ship. Yeah, so we I definitely want to try the Prima. I definitely want to try the Aqua. The Aqua is a cool ship, and they have that water slide. I just think it's cool. I probably won't go on it because I'm not a big water slide person, but they have that water slide that kind of goes through some balconies on the outside of the ship and everything. It looks cool. So definitely want to check out the Aqua. Plus, the Aqua has that where you sit and have where you have an arm that pushes you and everything. That looks so much fun. I might try that. Because that did look a lot of fun. Hey, Chris and Liz. All right. Well, get a good night's sleep, get to bed, and thank you for joining us. Glad that you guys were able to join us tonight. So thank you so much for coming in. MSC World America, absolutely. And now we're looking at MSC World Atlantic. We are definitely booking that one. Hopefully, we are planning on doing the inaugural for that one when that one's coming. That one's coming out in 2027. I think it's in the fall of 2027. We are looking at doing that one. Absolutely. Hey, Kimberly, welcome in. I might have missed you earlier, but thank you so much for coming in. Hopefully you are having a wonderful evening and everything is going good with you. Yeah, and Tom and Terry are going to be with us on the ABC2 at Chet and Robin with Sea Lake Journeys. A lot of people are joining us. So yeah, give me a call and we can get you on that ship. All right. And then we have got, what time is it? Looks like, we're down to about 3 minutes. So I think I'm going to cause it. There was one more thing that I was going to talk about, but you know what? We can do that for the next time. I want to thank you all for coming in and joining us. Make sure, you know what? I'm doing it. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that I'm actually in the poll. And so looking at the poll, it looks like, yes, they're absolutely safe. It's 48%. Second place is no, I don't like them. Third place is I haven't yet, but I want to at 14%. No, I don't like them. It's 31%. And then I only do the land, but not on ships, is at 7%. So I just closed out the poll. Thank you all for answering those. So thank you so much. So glad. So glad that you guys were able to join us tonight. Make sure you go over and check out Nautical Nurse Nancy, who's on after us. She has a great show. So hopefully you can say hey to her and let her know that we sent you her way by typing in 020 rate. Greatly appreciate it. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We hope that you all have a wonderful evening. And until next time, happy travels. We'll see you out there.